Today's video, guys. Today we're gonna be doing some scary stuff. So recently there's been a lot of samurai asking me to react to these like scary videos. And yes, since I'm gonna be scared, I have Momo with me. And before I roll the intro, I just want to Now, we all know that I'm tried and true to all things horror. I am the actual GOAT, okay? Scary games, scary movies, that's me. There's a YouTuber called Llama Arts. It's a freaking fantastic name. And they make these scary animations. I've gotten countless requests to react to some, so if you guys are cool with that, you're down with that, then buckle up! I'm on my J today. I don't know what it is. So we're really gonna react to these. Tell me what you think, alright? Y'all wild for that one. This first video is called Disturbing True Snapchat Stories Animated. The video link and channel will be in the description. Llama Arts, I'm just a fan here, okay? I'm sure your work's gonna be amazing. Please don't copyright strike me. Your boy doesn't have Snapchat, but I do have Instagram. Follow me, ladies, DM. Ooh. Disturbing True Snapchat Stories.
This happened a week ago. Up until a few days ago, I went to a small, local gym in my now previous New Jersey town called Black Bear Fitness.
I like the style.
One day, I had the misfortune of running into some skinny, awkward, yet creepy-looking kid, probably 18 years old. He didn't look like he belonged in a gym at all.
He don't.
I had headphones in and I was doing my set when I heard him saying something to me, but it was muffled by the music. I was already annoyed with this kid, given that he was breaking an unwritten rule of the gym. Don't try to talk to somebody when they're doing their sets.
Right! Leave my man alone!
I took my time finishing my set, and then took my headphones out to ask if he needed something. Then he started acting like I looked familiar, but right away I knew this kid was just trying some pathetic attempt at making friends. I assured him I didn't, but the kid wouldn't stop talking to me. I'll skip most of the conversation, but eventually he actually asked me for my Instagram and...
Y'all know something is wrong here, right? Look at my man Kicks.
Yikes.
That's step one. My man got some sort of sandal with socks on. Don't even stop there. My man been wearing them socks for a couple weeks now. Your hair looks sweaty. You got a long sleeve on. Take something off, man. But so far, I'm liking this. Hold up.
And Snapchat, weirdly enough, and for whatever reason, I gave them to him. Instead of just saying something like, buddy, I'm trying to work out, or I don't have social media. After I gave him my Snapchat and Instagram, however, I did kind of urge him to let me resume my workout.
Why did you give a stranger?
He finally seemed to get the message and walked away.
He gave a stranger.
Not without saying bye like 3 times though.
Oh, you're weird, man. You're awkward.
That night, I got a snap on my phone saying from Sean.
No.
I immediately sighed.
What do you want?
Oh no. Just wondering why the hell the kid would snap me.
Right.
I opened the snap, and the kid was in a...
Yeah. Yo! Somebody get that man! Okay, if you're a straight dude sending another straight dude poses like this, sit down, chief. We gotta have a chat. Hit him with the... Just got out of the bath. You gave a stranger your Snapchat. Nah. Y'all can follow my Instagram though, I'll wait. Hey, we're trying to get the numbers up, yeah?
A creepy, weird pose, face way too close to the camera, with his head resting in his hand and a half smile on his face. The text over the picture was hey with 2 Y's.
Hey with 2 Y's. Y'all know what that means, right? I used to talk to this girl. I ain't gonna say her name because I'm pretty sure she watched my videos. But every time I sent her hey with the 2 or even the 3 Y's, yeah, do you know what time it is, guy?
I muttered the words, what the f***?
Oh, yeah, that is...
For the record, I'm a guy, which made this even more weird.
I understand.
My thought process was, I've had enough of this loser already. I'm gonna remove him and make it clear I don't want to talk if I see him at the gym again.
Okay.
And so I did. I removed him minutes after he sent that snap.
You're done. That's it. Out.
I'm sure not even a minute later, again, a message popped up on my phone saying Snapchat from Sean.
Yeah, you gotta get blocked.
I waited a few minutes before opening it. This one was even creepier. Now the kid was sitting up on his bed. No smile, more of a surprised, angry expression. The text over the image said, "Why did you remove me?"
No.
Now I went as far as to block him, meaning he couldn't snap me anymore.
Get that block work, boy.
And that was that. I threw my phone on the desk and sighed out of relief.
Oh man, that's...
Half an hour later, my phone goes off, saying Sean added you as a friend, and then Snapchat from Sean.
What?
He actually made a new account. I opened the snap and felt my heart drop. It was a picture of my front lawn. The text over it, "Answer me, bitch."
Guys, my eyes are watering. Stuff like that really creeps me out. He sent a picture of my man's house. I'm really into creepypastas. I tell you guys that all of the time. There are so many stories where like someone's talking to somebody online and then they send like a picture of their front door. Yo, that junk.
It was a picture of my front lawn. The text over it, "Answer me, bitch."
We gotta get the 347.
The first thing I could think of was,
357.
How did he find my address? Then I realized, Snapchat made that new map feature that lets you see where your friends are.
What?
Somehow I had the balls to open the window to see outside. It was clear out there. I shut the window and the blinds and started considering calling 911.
Do it! Get the pump action!
It was the sound of taps on the window. I took a deep breath, and with one swift motion, I pulled up the blind and the window at the same time and pulled the kid into my room by his neck.
Oh!
I punched him in the face a few times before he was out cold. Now I
man handled this like a savage!
By the time they arrived, he was awake, cursing me out, promising he'd be back and kill me.
Oh my gosh.
The cops heard it all. I didn't even have to make a case. The kid was an idiot. Luckily, the timing of this worked out well, because I just moved a couple days ago out of state. Only thing that worries me, I don't want to have to make a new Snapchat account, but anytime somebody new adds me on the app, I'll never know if it's secretly that Sean kid again.
Yo, that is so creepy! That's a whole story? Oh, man. These things are crazy! Yeah, let me hit that subscribe one time. So does Llama Art do the narration? No, Mr. Nightmare. So Llama Art takes audio from people that do like creepypastas or scary stories, and then Llama Art animates it? That's fire. Can we clap it up for the guy in the story actually just pulling my guy in? Go to sleep! You know what I'm saying? I ain't hiding under the bed. I ain't hiding in the closet. Get in here and catch these hands. You wanna be outside my house, then you gonna catch my claws. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, we gotta do one more. All right, guys, the last one for tonight is called A Disturbing True Snapchat Story 2. Llama Arts, I'm a big fan now. Please don't copyright strike me. All your info is in my description. These things are creepy, dude. The atmosphere.
This is a short but terrifying story of something that happened when I was Snapchatting
Wait,
a
this
friend.
is the guy from the first
I'm
one.
pretty young. I'm only 13, still in middle school. A girl I really liked had just recently started snapping me selfie pictures, and we started messaging each other for a few nights. One night when I was watching TV,
That sandwich. Is that a, dang, I recognize that sandwich. All right, maybe I'm tripping. But he got them same flip-flops inside.
she sent me a snap of herself laying in her bed without a caption.
Hey.
I sent a message saying, "What's up?" She sent another identical picture, this time with a caption saying, "Not much, you?" She set the timer to 10 seconds, so it gave me plenty of time to analyze the picture, including her bedroom in the background, and the dark outline of a person standing by her window.
No.
I quickly sent a response message.
Bro, call
saying,
her!
"Is that your brother by the window?" She sent another identical snap, this time captioned, "What do you mean?"
Are you gonna turn
The
around?
figure at the window was closer, and I could see a hand pressed up against the glass.
What a freaking idiot. When you take the picture, you have to look at it to add the text, right? How did she not? Is this a true story? I don't see how this could be a true story at this point. You literally have to look at the picture to type, what do you mean? You see that big old freaking shadow? When I saw the first one, if I cared about this girl at all, yo, somebody at your window, wake your daddy up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month.
I closed the snap before the timer even ran out so I could tell her quicker. I said, "There's somebody at your window, turn around."
How did you not see that?
She opened my snap almost immediately, and then I didn't hear from her again on the app.
Oh,
I grew more and more worried as the minutes passed. I texted her a few times to no avail. I tried calling her a few times to no avail as well. I didn't know her house phone number, otherwise I would have called her parents. It wasn't until midnight when I was already laying in bed that she finally texted me back. She explained the whole situation. As soon as she looked at her window and saw the person standing there, she screamed. And that caused the person, who turned out to be a 20-something-year-old man, to open the window and jump into the room.
Oh my God!
From there, she ran to her parents' room and woke her dad, who went to her room to find nothing but an open window. It wasn't exactly a personal story of mine, but it freaks me out nonetheless, knowing that the only thing that saved my friend from whatever could have happened was the fact that I was able to see the window through her selfies, unbeknownst to the creeper at her window.
Bruh, you just sitting there with the window open or window unlocked, no blinds drawn. You just my tank top, just doing my makeup. Hey, open your eyelids for being so freaking dumb, bro. I get paranoid when my blinds are open, even during the daytime. People, you don't know what people are doing, bro. Somebody could be, yeah, take that bra off, boy. I mean, hold up. Anyway, guys, that was 2 animated scary stories. Hey, them boys are short, but they're really good. Y'all want a little series? I might have to email Llama Arts before. Y'all want a little reacting to scary animations or reacting to scary stuff? Let me know down in the chat what you want to see, or the best stories or whatever. And I'll see you little scaresters on the next episode. Too much? All right. Oh, hey, what are you doing over there? Kind of early for the video, huh? It doesn't start for about, 3 more minutes. Wait. Don't leave yet. You might as well just hang out with me till it gets started. So I want to pitch you guys this idea, all right? You see, I'm all cozied up. Got the little Voltron. Yeah, I'm not tall enough. It was getting cold here in Michigan. October's coming up, and I thought this would be a good time to implement a series where every Sunday we watch some scary videos. I was thinking something like Spooky Scary Sundays. But that's a mouthful. It might be a little too long. Let me know what you guys think in the description. They can write in the description now, huh? You earned this one. Down in the comments, hashtag SSS, Spooky Scary Sundays. You guys remember when we reacted to that Llama Arts video where your boy got permission? Llama Arts herself, or himself, I don't know what you are, approved and gave us permission to react to their videos, so you don't gotta feel bad. I'm not stealing anything. I got permission. Conscience is clean. I'm thinking every weekend, every Sunday, we could react to some scary videos, some horror animations, creepypastas, whatever y'all want to do. Well, that being said, I'm gonna get a snack for this. You might as well come with me, right? Now, this is the part where I just would move the camera and then we would be downstairs, but no, y'all, I ain't cutting nothing out. Y'all just about to just walk with me, I guess. Doing all right this Sunday? It's doing some editing. I was rendering a video, actually. I was thinking, while you're here, you could slice that like button for me. I really appreciate it. Some people don't understand how far that goes. And Samurai, we're trying to reach like 4 million subscribers before end of the year. That'd be incredible. Probably not gonna happen, but I'm thinking some Pop-Tarts or some... You guys like juice boxes? You guys drink those? Capri Suns? Is this too much? Too much? Okay. Let's put this back. Too much? I think I'll just take a water. Alright guys, let's get this started. We got a couple more videos to react to. Got Momo in the back here. Momo, don't even try today. If you want to do your freaking intro, you're gonna have to... How many more times do I gotta sit through that?
The picture Haley sent of the twins, it's so precious.
Oh, let me see.
It's in the group chat.
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird.
Alright guys, so this first one is called Fishing Stories Animated. Now, alright guys, so this first one is called Fishing Stories Animated. Now, Llama Arts, I'm a big fan. I'ma just say this so there's no misunderstandings, nothing's getting misconstrued. Alright, your link's down in the description. Llama Arts said that they like my videos, so let's get it. Daryl's Pond. Oh, is that the name of the story? Okay. We'll rock with it.
There used to be a pond about half a mile away from my old house that I would commonly go fishing in. It was nicknamed Daryl's Pond. I still have no idea who Daryl was or why it was called that, but nobody owned it, so people would once in a blue moon go fishing there as well.
Okay.
It was usually me by myself though. I had dug a pole into the ground where I would tie a noose to and from my small kayak. I'd say it was about 3 in the afternoon when I rowed out to the middle of the pond, the sweet spot for getting a decent catch.
Look,
There was
relaxing.
another person coming out from the trees.
Oh, heck no!
Gave him a
Okay, I'm not gonna be pausing it today, but is that John Scare Spectre?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scares here. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scares here.
coming out from the trees. I waved at him and gave him a smile. He hopped into a small boat floating by the edge of the pond and began to row over to me.
For real?
As he got close enough where trying to speak to him wouldn't come off as obnoxious, I gave him a friendly, "Perfect day, isn't it?" "Yes, absolutely," he said. He didn't say anything after that, and I started to feel a bit awkward, as if I were obligated to keep some kind of conversation rolling now.
I hate that feeling.
"So, you come out here to throw some lines?" I asked. "No, I don't actually fish."
What the freak are you doing out here?
"Well, it's never a bad day to relax on the pond," I said. He continued to row closer to me until his boat collided with mine, creating a big thud.
Are you serious?
I'm genuinely uncomfortable now.
Yo, look at his face. This big old pond out here. And you just want to roll? It's like when dudes go in the bathroom. It's like 50 stalls. You go to one random one, you know, somewhere down the side. And then somebody come in and come to the stall right next to you. It's all this room in here.
I didn't feel threatened, just weirded out.
Nah,
I was only 24
from
years
me.
old. This guy looked like he was late 40s or 50s. There was an awkward silence. I tried to just act like I was focused on trying to make a catch, but by now that wasn't even on my mind.
I'm getting out the...
This guy was weird. I didn't know what he wanted, and I was uncomfortable being so close to him. I felt him looking at me, or at least in my direction, as I faced halfway to the opposite direction of him. I took a quick glance to my right. Yeah, he was staring at me. I just...
Hey, what you doing over there? Catching a little fish?
decided to be ballsy and lock eye contact with him. After about 4 seconds, he looked away.
Nah.
So,
Nah.
where are you from? I asked him.
Why is he trying to talk to him?
Up there. He pointed behind himself, in the direction of the woodsy hill leading past the dirt road. Oh, you live by Suffolk? I asked. No, I'm not, he said.
Where do you live?
What made you decide to come out here? I said. Why not? I continued to try and uncomfortably fill the awkward silences that kept coming up.
Leave.
His responses were dry. He didn't contribute anything to what was barely a conversation.
Trying to talk to your crush. Hey, how you doing, girl? Okay.
They're not doing anything, with half a smile on his face, looking either at me or in my general direction throughout. I was creeped out. My heart was racing at this point.
Leave!
Go as far as saying that I was nervous for my life. We were surrounded by trees in all directions in the middle of a pond.
Dude.
I started to row a bit closer to land, but in a very low-key kind of way, trying to play it off as me just trying to find a better spot to find some fish.
Don't follow me, dude.
I was horrified when I saw he was following me.
Oh my god!
What a great day, huh? I felt a shake in my voice. I got close enough to the edge of the pond where I finally told the man, I think I'm gonna call it a day.
Yeah.
I turned to see his reaction. He was still staring at me, but his smile was gone now.
What do you want?
I can't let you leave, he said.
Oh, no.
He lifted his flannel to expose a handgun sticking out of his jeans pocket. As soon as I could process what I was looking at, I dove out of the boat for land, ran a whole half mile uphill through the woods back to my house, and locked every door and window as soon as I made it home. I pulled down the blinds to the dining room window, leaving it open just a crack for peeking outside undetected. It started to get dark out, and I left every light in the house off, still peeking out to the front yard, making sure I wasn't followed.
Nah, I'm going to
The time came when I finally decided I wasn't followed. I realize now, like you, that not calling the police immediately was a huge mistake.
Oh.
I kept my bedroom windows open to let the room air out. My bedroom was on the second floor, so I wasn't worried about being watched through the window. About half an hour after shutting the light and falling under the covers, I heard the sound of leaves crunching from outside.
No! He found your house?!
I sat up to hear it more clearly. It was definitely something walking around out there. Normally I would assume it was a deer or a bear, but after what just happened, I would...
Y'all know what time it is, right? Don't look at me confused. Y'all know what time it is. My man is outside the window. It's only one thing I can do. It's only one thing I can do. Hey, you want to be outside my window? That's cool. That's cool. I got something for you. I got something for you. You want to be outside my window? You about to get this buckshot, baby boy. Now what you trying to do? I'm telling you, y'all think I be playing over here? Let somebody.
Still in paranoia mode. I sat up as still as a statue, except for my shaking out of fear, waiting as the sounds of the steps stopped. Hey buddy, you up there? Are you trying to sleep? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. I felt like 100 pounds just fell directly onto my chest. It was the same voice. I knew it right away.
He's playing
I didn't make a
games with
sound.
him.
I crept out of the room quietly downstairs to the kitchen and grabbed the phone, practically crawling on my way out to avoid being seen through the open blinds. I called 911 like I should have earlier in the temporary safety of my bedroom. I made sure to whisper into the phone as I was still hoping that he hadn't yet heard or spotted me. 20 minutes felt like an hour as I sat behind my bed, waiting for the police to arrive in constant fear that I would hear glass breaking from downstairs, or a thud on the back door, or even just a voice again from down below my window outside. The police did a thorough investigation of the property in nearby woods, turning up nothing. They
Dang.
suggested I stay with a friend or a family member for a few days.
You gotta move.
So I did.
You gotta move now.
I never heard from or saw the man again. But I still moved a month later. I couldn't deal with the constant fear and paranoia of being watched through my windows.
Thank you for
I feel
having
much
common
more
sense.
comfortable fishing out by the bay now.
Did he get killed by something else? Yo, that story was lit. Alright guys, this next one is called Hitchhiking Horror Stories Animated. I am an avid non-supporter of hitchhiking. Hitchhiking horror stories.
3 months after I turned 16 in 2005, I got my first car, a 99 Toyota Camry. On a warm Saturday night, when my friend Alex invited me over to one of his friend's big parties, I knew I wouldn't be in a condition to drive the Camry home afterward. We carpooled with Alex's girlfriend, Brianna. We lived in the countryside of Virginia, meaning less big parties. Meaning when there was a big party, it was a huge deal and everyone would go. We lived about 5 to 10 minutes away from this kid's house. I knew where he lived as I was acquainted with him, but not exactly friends. The whole ride there, we took the same 2-lane highway type road through the woods, and this kid's house was actually on this road further down. At certain points on this road, there were a few houses on either side, and then it would just go back to being a long, empty highway again.
Okay.
The house was tiny, like a lot of houses around the area, but the party was held outside anyways, since his closest neighbors were relatively far away, and noise wasn't an issue.
Dope. Let's get
I'll skip most of the party up until the point that Brianna, who was supposed to be our designated driver, had to suddenly leave for a small family emergency. Alex said it was fine and that we'd find a ride home. Well, fast forward another few hours and another few drinks, and I could barely even walk straight. I checked my watch, and it was like 2 in the morning. I figured it was time to go. I started looking for Alex, but I couldn't find him anywhere. In fact, it seemed like everybody I knew had already left.
Oh no.
I could barely even think straight, but I was still furious at the fact that Alex could have actually left without me. I asked to use the party host's phone and dialed Alex's home number. After 2 tries, I gave up and then realized I shouldn't wake his family up. So, literally not knowing what else to do.
Kind of friend you go to a party with where he'd leave and forget about you? It's 2 a.m. Narrator is toasted. He can't drive home. He don't know nobody else at the party. If y'all ever go to a party and you drunk and you just can't get a ride home, you don't got cash for Uber, call me before you hitchhike, all right? Oh, you need my cell phone number? All right, it's 73-800-588-2300
Today, I dizzily stepped out onto the road and began walking back home. I knew this walk would take anywhere from half an hour to an hour in my condition. Maybe after 15 minutes of walking down the road, the slight shine of car headlights on the road was fading in from behind me. Jumping for joy inside, I lifted up my arm and stuck out my thumb.
Why?
As the car neared, it slowed down and came to a stop.
You never know who is pulling up.
The man driving the '98 Ford Explorer rolled down the window and asked where you headed. I told him my house was just down the road and beyond a right turn, probably slurring my words beyond comprehension.
You know he drunk.
He chuckled and told me to hop in. I thanked him and joyously hopped into the truck. I was exhausted, and I remember completely disregarding things the guy was asking me because I was so close to just passing out. And that's what happened.
No.
The memories of being in that truck turned to a fog as I'm sure I passed out.
You passed out in his car? Oh my gosh, this dude can take him anywhere.
The next thing I remember, I woke up still in the moving truck. The guy looked at me and laughed, but didn't say anything. I looked around.
What are you laughing at?
The road we were on wasn't familiar. I nervously asked, where are we going? He then said, so what were you doing out this late anyway?
Answer my question!
As the man answered my very straightforward question with another irrelevant question, the sobering reality of the situation hit me. You can let me out anywhere, I told the man. The man
You have no idea where you are!
No. I felt like throwing up as he said that. No, I really actually felt like I was going to throw up.
Well,
I started to gag as I felt more and more nauseous by the second.
Yeah.
The man took his eyes off the road to look at me, and that's when I thought of the perfect distraction.
Yes.
I turned in his direction as I continued to gag, and he started to kind of lean away and slow down the car.
He's like, oh. He kidnapped some dude. He started freaking barfing. He's like, oh, dude next to him. I just start spazzing. My dude be like, oh.
Thankfully, I drank as much as I did because I finally threw up and made a point of doing it all over the man's lap.
Yes.
The man yelled in frustration and stopped the car, and that's when I took it upon myself to run for my life into the woods and duck behind a few bushes.
He hit him with the throw up finesse.
The man came following into the woods with a flashlight, and on 2 separate occasions, he shined the light straight over me without noticing. Eventually, I heard his footsteps walk even further into the woods past me. That was when I ran back to his truck, but unfortunately, he was smart enough to lock it.
Oh, freak.
By some miracle, I saw another car approaching in the distance, and I ran out into the middle of the street, waving my arms like a lunatic.
Yes.
The car tried to avoid me, but I wouldn't let it. They were forced to stop, and I yelled at them to help me before they came back. Once I told them that I was kidnapped by the man who was driving that Ford Explorer, the driver agreed to give me a lift. Not to the police station or anything, but to my house. I made it back safely, where I couldn't thank the driver enough.
Thank you.
I immediately woke up my parents and told them. My dad wanted to know if I got his tag number, and then I felt like punching myself in the face. I failed to get the simplest information from the guy that would have allowed me to actually properly report him.
Dang.
All I knew was that he drove a faded blue '99 Ford Explorer. I made sure to give Alex a piece of my mind, and part of me always held a grudge against him ever since, just for abandoning me at a party without telling me.
When I see you at school tomorrow, you getting creamed. Take that as you will.
I haven't seen him in 4 years now, however, and this was actually the first time I even thought about this incident for almost a year now. As time goes on, even the worst of memories may start to fade, but after writing this to share with the internet, it's once again fresh in my mind.
That music. Yo, clap that up. Llama Arts and Mr. Nightmare, which I learned is the narrator, or the narrator. It's like a 2-hit combo. Mr. Nightmare is dope at the freaking narration, and then Llama Arts just brings it to life. Y'all want to do one more? All right, let's just do one more. I don't know how long Spooky Scary Sundays videos are going to be. This is just the first episode of the series, all right? If y'all want a weekly, Spooky Scary Sundays, like button down there. This last story is called Babysitting Stories Animated.
It was during a blizzard in Valley Stream. I was getting paid $250 to watch some couple's kid while they went away for the weekend.
Hey.
His name was Matthew. This took place on the first night, which was a Friday night. Matthew was already supposedly asleep while I was in the living room watching a movie. I got a knock at the door.
What the frick is you watching?
And looked at the clock. It was close to midnight. There was no way I was opening it. Not even 10 seconds later.
Open the door! Oh my god! Could you imagine it being like midnight? And then somebody just at your freaking front door like...
I heard the sound of 2 or 3 men angrily... 10 seconds later... I heard the sound of 2 or 3 men angrily banging on the door, telling me to open up. I felt like... How
many doors is out there?
I took a peek through the blinds, and there was somebody standing right on the other side of the window.
Oh my god!
I fell back in fear, and after managing to get back on my feet, I ran to the kitchen phone first thing to call the police. They said because of the weather, it could take a while for an officer to get here. I was told to take the child and hide somewhere until an officer arrived. They wanted to keep me on the line, but I wasn't thinking clearly in the heat of the moment and hung up. However, it wasn't until I ran through the living room that I realized the banging had stopped.
What?
I took a second peek through the living room window. Nobody was there now.
Oh my gosh, where are they? Oh!
I heard the sound of glass
You
shattering
did.
from a few rooms over. My knees started to feel weak as I
Y'all
realized
did.
they had just broken the window and were about to climb into the house. I had to
You
run to
mad?
get
Go home.
Matthew. I couldn't just leave without him. Of course, when I got upstairs, there was no time left to run back downstairs, as I already heard footsteps and laughter coming from downstairs.
Oh my
I covered
God.
Matthew's mouth with my hand as I ran with him into his toy closet. A few minutes dragged on to what felt like half an hour as we sat there in the dark closet. Matthew began to squeal as footsteps on the carpet
Your
reached the
mouth
outside
up.
of his bedroom door. There was more than one person. They came inside.
No.
There weren't many places
No.
to hide in this room.
Oh my gosh.
I was actually reflecting on my whole life, so sure I was gonna die. We heard the sound of a police siren outside, even from in the closet, and then I heard one of the men in the room mutter, "Oh sh." I opened the door back up as I heard at least 3 pairs of footsteps hurriedly rushing down.
The police got there in about a hot 7 seconds. Let that have been Detroit, Michigan. Good luck. We'll be there in about 45 minutes.
Stairs. They didn't get far, as the police later found their footprints in the backyard, leading to our shed. There were 5 men in total, and they were all arrested.
5? Oh, this one is creepy. Why? His name is Maxie. I already know. Guys, that's gonna do it for this week's Spooky Scary Sunday. Hopefully some of those stories give you the creeps, so it's time to go to bed now. I'm outside the window. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are cool with the series, and slice that like button. You know, that's the best indication. Also, give me some suggestions. If you guys got any other scary videos, go to Twitter, okay? This is the only way for me to find it. Hashtag SSS, which is Spooky Scary Sundays, right? First, follow me on Twitter, all right? At Coryxkenshin. At Coryxkenshin, hashtag SSS, and then just leave a link to a scary video that I can react to. And I'll see you thrill seekers in the next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to samurai, slice that like button, subscribe today to join the samurai. Until next time, my brothers and sisters.
Reel it in. I got a bag. Tell a friend. She's got a potato. I'm peeling it. I am the news. CNN. Yeah.
Hey, not Vsauce. Corey here. The lighting is pretty bad. Let's move. Hey. How you doing today, little mama? Guys, today, as you may know, it is Sunday, which means it's time for another episode of Spooky Scary Sunday. We had to skip the last 2 Sundays. You already know what's going on with my family. We got another animator that we're reacting to today. I got permission. I think it's called Snarled or something. But I talked to the lady. She was super dope, and it's about to be lit. But before that, come on. Y'all already know it's nighttime. Matter of fact, y'all just come in the cupboard with me, because I don't know what to choose. Let's set up. Come on. Not this shy, dang. How many years we known each other? You just subscribed yesterday? What the freak are you doing? You got, obviously, we got fish. But I mean, who not feeling this fat can of ravioli though? You know what I mean? No? I'm gonna grab a water. Okay, the first story is Babysitter's Worst Clown
Nightmare.
Now, this story was actually recommended by the creator herself. Snarled, I'm a big fan. We talked on Twitter, remember? Momo, you ready for this? I hope this leaf is your ear. Don't do it again.
I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary?
Hey.
So a few years ago,
Whoa. An animator revealing their true look-alike? I mean, what? Identity?
So a few years ago, there was a pretty well-off family that lived in a really big house in Newport Beach, California. A mother, a father, and 2 small kids. And one night, the parents decided that they wanted a night out for themselves, so they hired a babysitter.
Okay.
She was maybe about 16 years old. So when the babysitter got there, the parents gave her a little rundown of what to do.
Right.
And the mom pulled her aside and said, once you finish tucking the kids in, do you mind watching TV in our bedroom? The kids have been having nightmares lately and waking up screaming. And our room is right next to theirs, and so it's a lot easier to get to them. Yeah, sure, I can do that. So the babysitter...
No. Hold up. My eyes watering. Something is wrong. Y'all know I got scary sense. Something is wrong. So after you debriefing me about what to do with your kids, you pull me to the side and say, by the way, can you watch TV in our room? What's going on with the rest of the house? My eyes start watering. Something is wrong.
Children waved goodbye to their parents. So after a few hours of watching TV, it was time for bed. And as she was tucking them in, one of the kids said,
"Please don't let the clown get us."
of course I'm not going to let anything happen to you. So she turned off the lights and went next door to the parents' room like the mom had asked. But the second that she stepped inside, she froze. In the far corner of the room was a clown statue. Just a really lifelike, detailed, creepy statue. No wonder these kids have been having nightmares, she thought to herself. So she went and sat on the bed and tried to watch some TV.
That thing just staring at you.
Looking over at the statue. Was the statue looking at me like that before? It was way too creepy for her, so she decided to go downstairs to the living room and watch TV there until the parents came back.
So
she was watching some TV for a while, and then her phone rings, and it's the parents just checking in.
Hey, we're on our way home. Just wanted to check in and see how things are going.
Everything's great. The kids are all asleep and in bed. I hope it's okay, but I decided to watch TV downstairs instead. Your statue was really creeping me out.
I'm sorry, what statue? I'm sorry, what statue? I'm sorry, what statue?
Look at my headphones. Are you kidding me? That was a real clown midget. My dude was just in the corner like these. Move the chair. He was in the corner like. Oh, that's a creepy statue. Meanwhile, this man is breathing over there. Watching you walk around the room.
The clown statue in your room, it's really creepy, so I decided to leave the room.
Get the kids now.
Wait, what?
Get the kids and get out of the house now. We don't have a statue.
Just then, she heard screams. She dropped the phone and ran up the stairs. The bedroom seemed so much farther than it did before. She opened the door, but she was too late.
Oh my!
So apparently there was a little person serial killer that would dress up as clowns and break into people's houses and murder people. I really hope that never actually happened. This really is an urban legend, but...
Oh, this ain't llama arts on this channel. People be getting bodied at the end of the story. Sapphire, why'd you send this to me? Now I'm about to be... Y'all heard the story. This goes to all my parents, samurai out there. If your kids is telling you it's a clown running around in a little clown suit, they might be telling the truth. Alright, we're gonna watch one more snarled. This story is called Have You Heard of Hachishaku-sama, the Japanese Slender Man? Now, boku wa Coryxkenshin desu. Nihongo ga hanaseru yo. Soshite, boku wa kuroi. Ima, scary story kiku.
There's something dangerous abducting children in this area. Hey, I'm Sapphire.
What?
Want to hear something scary?
Yo, I like our little intros. Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary? What you're saying is I'm not as good at it. Hey, my name's Corey. Want to twerk in my... Hey.
You've heard of the Slender Man, but have you heard of the tall, slender woman? This next chapter is a Japanese urban legend called Hachishaku-sama, which means 8 feet tall.
Dang!
My grandparents lived in a small village in Japan. Every summer, my parents would take me there on holiday to visit them. The last time I saw them was the summer when I was 8 years old. My grandparents were inside the house, and I was playing by myself outside in the backyard. I heard a strange sound. I didn't know what it was, and it was hard to figure out where it was coming from.
Cryptic. Risey. Sample that. Sample this. I'm rapping over this in the next Spooky Scary Sundays.
Strange sound. I didn't know what it was, and it was hard to figure out where it was coming from. I was looking around, searching for the source of the noise, when I noticed something on top of the tall hedges that enclosed the backyard.
Okay.
It was a straw hat. It wasn't resting on the hedge, it was behind it.
Oh.
That's where the sound was coming from. Then
That means
the
they
hat
standing.
began to move. It stopped at a small gap in the hedge,
Oh.
and I could see a face peering through.
Oh, heck.
It was a woman, but the hedges were high, almost 8 feet tall. I was surprised at how tall the woman was. I wondered if she was wearing stilts or some sort of huge high-heeled shoes.
Nah.
Then, a split second later, she walked off and the strange noise disappeared with her, fading into the distance. Confused, I got up and ran back into the house. My grandparents were in the kitchen drinking tea. I sat down at the table and told my grandparents what I had seen. They weren't really paying attention to me until I mentioned that distinctive sound. They both froze.
Oh, she could do it too?
Grandma's eyes grew wide and she covered her mouth with her hand. Grandpa's face became very serious and he grabbed me by the arm. "This is very important," he said, very intensely.
All right.
How tall was she?
8
As
feet.
tall as the garden hedge? Where was she standing? When did this happen? What did you do? Did she see you? I tried to answer all his questions as best as I could. He rushed out to the hallway and made a phone call. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but after he hung up, he walked out the door. "Grandma?
He did.
What's going on?" "There's something dangerous abducting children in this area," she said. "We call it Hachi Shakusama. It takes on the appearance of an extremely tall woman and says,
Hey. You know I'm listening to a scary story right now? You scared the freak out of me? My sister freaking breaking into my house. What's going on?
What are you doing?
Record.
Whose car is that?
Huh?
Whose car is out front?
It's a car out front?
Did I interrupt you?
Yeah. That's how I had to press pause. I was like, back to the Hachi Shakusama. Hachi means 8, by the way. 8. 8 foot tall. Oh my gosh, how did I just realize that?
in a deep voice. A long time ago, it was captured by monks and they managed to confine it in a ruined building on the outskirts of the village. They trapped it using 4 jizo, small religious statues that they placed at the north, south, east, and west of the ruins so that it could not escape. But somehow, it did. The last time it appeared was 15 years ago. My grandmother said that anyone who saw it was destined to die within a few days. It all sounded so crazy. I wasn't sure what to believe. Just then, my grandpa came back, but with an old woman who called herself Keisan. They took me upstairs to my bedroom and began covering the windows with newspaper, with ancient runes written all over them. Keisan placed small bowls of salt in all 4 corners of the room and a small Buddha figure in the center.
Give me the protection.
Soon the sun will be setting, so listen carefully. You must stay in this room until 7:30 tomorrow morning. Do not open this door for any reason.
She placed
You know I got a question right off jump. Where am I supposed to pee? I'm gonna have to get a bucket.
a bucket in my hands.
Not even to use the restroom.
My grandparents and Keisan left the room and I locked the door after them. I couldn't believe what was happening.
Yeah.
Was I really going to die in a few days? I turned on the
Telling the
TV
story,
to try
no.
to take my mind off everything and eventually fell asleep. I was awakened around 1 a.m. by a tapping sound on the window.
No.
It's probably
No.
just a tree or something, I told myself. Then came a knock on the door and I heard my grandpa's voice. "Are you okay in there? If you're scared, I can come keep you company." Hearing his voice was such a relief that
it's
without
fake.
thinking, I rushed over to the door. But something didn't feel right.
Yeah.
I looked at the bowls of salt in the room. All 4 of them had turned black. And then I heard the sound again.
Bro, this is creepy.
The tapping on the window continued. I knelt in front of the Buddha and began to pray. I was so terrified and caught up in my chanting that I didn't realize the sounds had stopped. I checked my watch. It was 7:30 a.m. Carefully, I opened the door and ran to my grandparents. We all got in a van and headed straight for the airport. Apparently, there were others who had escaped the grasp of...
No. I would have waited till at least noon.
Hachisaku-sama, as long as they never stepped foot in Japan again. So 2 years ago, when my grandpa got sick, he refused to let me visit him. He even left strict instructions in his will to not let me attend his funeral. I couldn't believe that this creature prevented me from saying goodbye to him. So when my grandma called a few days ago to tell me she had been diagnosed with cancer, I wasn't gonna let her stop me from visiting. It's been 10 years, Grandma, and nothing has happened to me. We don't even know if this thing is real. I'm not gonna let it stop me from seeing you.
If you say so, dear.
I love you, Grandma. I'll see you soon. Like this video if it brings you chills. And
oh, my eyes are watering. Oh my gosh. First of all, that monster's a freaking idiot. I would have went over there until I heard that noise. Alright, so I told you guys in order to send me scary stories for Spooky Scary Sunday to go on Twitter, hashtag SSS, Spooky Scary Sunday, at me at Coryxkenshin, and then drop the link to the story. First ever samurai recommendation comes from Wolf of Fry with a story called Who's Hungry? I don't like it already. I don't like it already. Dang, look at the arm. Hey, you're gonna regret that. It's not a good idea. It's not. Yeah, done. David Act. I'm a big fan. Please don't copyright strike me. The video will be linked in the description. So these kids. Oh my. Oh. Where's her brother? Oh! That was the last victim! Oh, he's frozen. He's done. What's he doing with it? Blended him! You gotta get out of here. This is on some little nightmares right now. Why is he so freaking gigantic compared to them? Don't make any noise. Bro, tell me she ain't Sasha 6 right now. Yep. Why you got the hiccups? Okay, he didn't put a lock on it. He didn't put a lock on it. It's time to be a hero. He literally eats kids. We need a distraction. Nope. Don't hiccup. Don't hiccup. Oh, is he going for the kill? What? She hit him? She got him? Oh! Let's go. Let's go. Come on. This is all your freaking fault. Big Willie. All right, come on, come on. Are you kidding me? Again? I have no... And you eating kid, by the way. Stop eating that. Come on. Oh. You're done. You're done. It's all freaking... Oh, got him. Where got him? Oh my god! Bro, press it! Woo-hoo! Oh no! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Woo-hoo! She is a savage! David, everybody clap that up. Yo, big old freaking jelly bean brother. But we got to give him credit though. He saved her life at the end because she was about to get shredded, literally. All right, you guys, leave your favorite story down in the comments. Shout out to Sapphire. Thank you for blessing me with permission. If you have some scary videos you want to see me react to, you already know what to do. Twitter, hashtag Spooky Scary Sunday, @S, @Coryxkenshin, story link right there. Now you have a good rest of your Sunday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to Sisters and Samurai, slice that like button, subscribe today to join the Samurai. Until next time, my brothers and sisters.